Oh my gosh.
All right, we made it. Fuck. Blutman's asleep. God damn it. I knew this was going to happen.
I was reading a CT ESPN tweet.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Barstool Breakdown. Today is Saturday, April 20th, and we got a great show for you today. We got another interview with a family member this week, but this week we got Mr. Turtle Cake himself. It's Liam Blutman. Let's get it.
Get sturdy as fuck.
This is it.
I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you.
All right, we're here with a very special guest. He's the man who mainstreamed the turtle cake. His dad wrote from Boy Meets World, but he never saw it. It's Liam Blutman. How we doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Both those things are also very true. I love turtle cake, and it's been tough this week seeing another turtle kind of take over our office.
Oh, that's right.
Now, when you look at Mr. Pear, do you just see cake? Like, are you just like, like, hey, that turtle looks tasty?
I went over to him today and I offered him turtle cake. He didn't bite though. He kind of just slept through it.
Of course. Yeah, I guess looking at him could be a bit of a turn off after what he did to Max on day one. We always kind of start this the same way, Blutman. You know, you've got, I guess, more of an interesting path, and I don't really know like your full story, so I'm glad you're here for it. What got you into Barstool? Because you were running, you know, no context college football, which we'll probably get into a little later. But were you a stoolie beforehand? Was there like what got you into Barstool? And yeah, how'd being part of the family come to be?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd consider myself like back in the day as a stoolie. I think I was like a fan of certain people. Like I really like Big Cat and PFT, etc., and I would kind of consume their content. I can remember watching like the Big Cat Chicago Sky videos,
Yeah,
and seeing them. So like and then any big event, Surviving Barstool, Dangerous Game Show, etc., whatever I was watching. Me, my dad, my brother would always watch The Dozen together. My brother, massive fan of A New Untold Story and The Yak. He got me into watching The Yak with him pretty much every day.
awesome.
And all that stuff. So, let's see. Kind of getting here though, I'd been like, you know, you mentioned my dad's a writer. I kind of started getting into writing for sports and stuff when I was probably 14 or 15, and I kind of written independently and for a few companies without pay for years and years. And so I was always trying to make a move to a bigger opportunity for me, right? Like I had been writing NFL teams, trying to work in a front office. I had been trying to write to just media companies, etc., trying to figure something out that I could do. So a lot of asking, a lot of hard work went in. I had kind of become friends over Twitter with Jack Mack, and he had helped me kind of stay on the path to Barstool's the right way to put this, but he had always told me like, you're good at what you do. It's gonna take time. Just stick with it, and maybe you could get here. Big Cat was one of our first 1,000 followers on No Context College Football.
Wow,
I had DM'd him a few times, and he had always told me same thing Jack Mack said, like, you're good, just keep working hard. Eventually something will happen. And I would tell him, I'd tell Big Cat this company, like talking to them, and then Big Cat told me when I got into the office like a few weeks later, told me I didn't want to like be mean to you about it, but I tell you like yeah, keep trying, but I didn't want to be like, you should not be working for those companies, you're better than that. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually, Big Cat and Jack Mac helped me get an interview for social media position here.
Yeah.
And get to Chicago.
No,
Yeah,
hell
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Now, was that interview process, was it just like, a one and done you were in, or was it more of a process?
I interviewed 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, okay.
I think it went well. I had
Yeah,
fun
well.
on the interviews. Yep.
You're there, so
Well, yeah.
must have been all right.
It's funny too. You were saying you were messaging NFL teams and stuff like that, but I saw that you had a internship with the Big Three.
Yep, I did.
That's the basketball Big Three, I assume. That's
fucking Ice
with
Cube,
Ice
man.
Cube. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you just said you don't really like the NBA, so
I don't like the NBA, but I'll tell you, some of the guys there that were playing in that league also did not like the NBA.
Right. It's completely
dating
different.
back to their experiences in the league. So
No shit.
How was that? What were you doing there?
I kind of fluked into a job there, internship there. Jerome Williams, Junkyard Dog, who play in the NBA for a bit, Pistons, Knicks, Raptors, I think too. He was with the Power in the Big Three, and he was doing he's based out of Las Vegas. He was doing a youth camp, the Young Three, for every community. The cities that the Big Three would travel to play games, he was hosting like a youth camp, give back to the community and those kids, etc. My mom saw him at the gym and told him that I'm like really obsessed with sports, write about it, very into it, whatever. And she showed Jerome some of my articles, and then Jerome was interested. I was like, we should just kind of have him come work for me.
Yeah.
And a few days after that, I did not know that this is what would happen. A few days after he told me to come intern for him, I'm in Houston for the Big Three, the first week of the second season. Did not expect that to happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta go to a lot of cool places for that. I got to interview players. I was essentially like the only beat reporter in the Big Three for season 2, and then there were a few others season 3 or whatever. But like, I gotta travel everywhere. I gotta do the youth camp, which is super cool. And like, we made so many kids' days, and years, whatever. Like, those kids had incredible experiences, and it was just super cool to see that and be a part of it. And then, yeah, like the Big Three stuff was sick too. I got to interview a lot of people: Baron Davis, George Gervin, Clyde Drexler. There's just so many. Nate Robinson. There's just so many guys that were in the Big Three, guys that I can't even think of right now for whatever reason. That I had really cool like interviews and experiences with, and everyone was genuinely really nice, except for a few people, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's awesome, dude. As an intern, that you were able to like literally be the beat reporter. Like that's fucking that's sick.
Did you think of making a comeback with once Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark? You're like, oh shit, I got to get this story out.
No, I was pretty content where I was.
Yeah,
I don't know. The Big Three, it's kind of crazy to me that they're still going.
No, me too, bro. Dude, I agree. It doesn't make any sense.
The only reason I knew it was going is because of that tweet. I was like, "Oh shit, are they trying to revive it, or is it still going?" Like,
no, this is that shit.
Good publicity.
Yeah, this is that shit on PMT when Big Cat was talking about, like, being an NBA player, and then when they were interviewing Blake Griffin, my dog's making an appearance. They were talking about how cool it would be to go to the rec league and just dominate a rec league. That's all they did. They made a rec league for retired NBA players. Fucking, but
with a 4-point,
pretty great. Oh yeah, true. With a 4-point line.
With extra fun rules. That's the best part.
Yeah, but do you like the 4-point line? You don't like NBA, but should it be included?
No, 4-point line in the NBA would be ridiculous. No,
yeah,
it was like a cool feature in the Big Three, and I don't know, it was just always like something very easy for a kind of relaxed crowd to kind of get excited about when they see a guy step to the 4-point circle about to take a big shot. I mean, yeah, it was cool and kind of needed for that league, especially when you don't have guys dunking and posterizing people out there, really. It was a jaw-dropping experience anytime you saw someone go up for a rim grazer in the Big Three.
For a rim graze. Jaw dropping. Oh my God, he touched the net.
Yeah, they do the layup and they slap the backboard like the high school kids do, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah. I remember my first time touching the backboard.
Dude, anytime Brian Scalabrine put up a shot, the crowd would go.
Yeah.
No matter the say, the crowd would lose their mind like you saw Wemby do something.
I remember watching the Big Three on
That's
TV.
White Mamba.
It was on TV for a hot minute. I don't know if season 2 was on TV, but
Fox Sports 1 out know where they're at now.
I don't know. They're still making money. It doesn't make sense, like you said. I want to touch back on the in more. You mentioned your family, how your brother is a huge fan of Anus, and he runs. He runs the meme account, right? He's doing Anus
No.
He's doing something.
He's creating thumbnails and other meme graphics for their social media accounts.
Okay, yeah, and then your dad, he seems to just pop in every now and then. And then I saw a story today where he had his own version of SNL. Were you aware of that?
No, I was.
God damn it, Jonathan! God
what
damn it!
Did you have a better story? What's your question, Frankie? Go ahead. I'll cut the question, Frankie. I upset
God
Frank.
damn it! I have a full game, and that was the ending to just wrap it all up. I was gonna stump him that the answer was fuck.
I'm flying off the hip here. I told you.
It's all right. I just can't believe that happened to come up. I thought that was some random ass shit that I found. Oh man.
No, bro.
Now I got to do the game. I got to do the game now just because that was insane.
All right, run the game.
Now I'm completely off now. I cannot believe for you to bring that up is crazy, dude. I cannot believe that you found that shit. It
was one of the first tweets I saw today. I saw a tweet of his dad. It was like a black and white picture.
Yes,
like
that's what
they got paid $3,000 or something. Or some crazy shit.
All right. Well, you'll see now. I was trying to think of different. I want to try to make different games and stuff when we have people on. Connor Griffin was kind of quick. I didn't really know what to do. For Nick Taraney, I made a game like he does with Anus where I, did like this Ninja Turtle got his head chopped off in Brazil and it was Leonardo DiCaprio. So like things like that. This one is just basic trivia. Let's see if I can. This is my special game. It's called Does Blutman Know You?
Okay.
Okay, so in this game, we get to see, does Blutman know you, who the people are the answer of. So, question 1, this employee is the founder of the Sports Encyclopedia.
Frank the Tank.
There you go. Very simple, right?
Boom.
So, I don't have my Bing noise, unfortunately.
I'll just say boom every time. I feel like
who used Franny Lydon as their burner account name?
I see that account so much.
I saw it today.
And I don't know. I don't know. And
so the original was Hank.
Oh, okay, yep. Because it's his profile picture still.
The new Franny Lydon. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Actually, never mind.
It's not Quiggs.
No.
Just go ahead and drop it. I don't think so. Just go ahead and drop it.
It's Neil.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, it's really Clubhouse. All right, here you go. This employee first got into Barstool because of Guess That Ass.
I know this one.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, this was dropped. This was dropped on our pod. That's why.
Yeah,
it's Fasoli.
Yeah, we asked him. Yeah, we asked him, what got you into Barstool? He said he was in 8th grade class looking at Guess That Ass blogs. And that's how he got going.
That's how the biggest fan on the planet.
That's why we thought it was so funny. It was like, all right, well, he just like pictures of chicks' asses to get
I've
into
actually,
Barstool.
I've never put context to it like that. So it was like, yeah, it's Mr. Viva, the guy who would die for Barstool.
Had it on his leg.
he was just busy looking at ass in 8th grade. He was like, oh, I fucking love Barstool.
Oh shit! All right, what is Clem's first name?
Also
Is
dropped on
it-
this podcast.
Is it? Why? All I could think of is Ernie, but that's not it.
That makes so much more sense than what it actually is, though.
Yeah,
It's
not
Justin.
it. Yeah, I would have never got that.
I called him Justin Clemenza on the podcast, and he was like, "Whoa, I don't know if you're allowed to say that." And I was like, "Oh shit, am I doxing you?" And he's like, "No, nobody likes when people call me Justin, though."
That might be the best, best looking Justins I've seen right there. That's the
Yeah, I
big
had
three when it comes to Justin.
That's what I was gonna say. I just threw the big three of Justins up there for it. All right, and then which Barstool employee is a 2-time Emmy award-winning journalist?
I knew I was not going to be good at this. I don't know it. I don't know these people.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really want you to get these right, so that's okay.
No. So this is going well then. Very okay. Well, I was going to say Jeff.
You were gonna say Jeff?
Yes, he's the only one I would have said for it because he's
Frankie, go back a page. You got an answer, but
Yeah, Jeff D. Lowe, I think.
boom.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, I nailed that fucking boom right there.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Oh man. I don't really have a reason except for like he's into award shows and stuff.
All right. And then this is what I was going to end it with, and I was hoping that this would stump you as well. This Barstool employee's relative was given $3,000 to create their own version of SNL.
I don't even know who I would have guessed for this.
That's what I was hoping that you would guess nobody or be like, I have no clue. And then it was going to be you because there's your dad's tweet right there.
I probably would have been like, yo, I don't like, I genuinely don't know. And then would have cycled through everyone in the Chicago office and then probably landed on like, I don't know. I'm cycling through now and can't think of anyone.
Yeah, well, it's a wild question. This Barstool employee's relative was given $3,000 to make their own version of SNL. That's why I was.
I don't know. Like Ebo, I really don't know.
Let's roll back right back into Blutman. More Blutman. So Blutman may not know you, but Blutman knows Blutman, and Blutman, you're a hockey guy, right?
Yeah, I know a bit about me though. Not
yeah. What's something that people don't know about you that you haven't dropped to us?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on.
I went to Palm Springs with Mincy the other week.
That's a huge one.
Oh,
what
perfect.
the fuck?
Everyone, I thought everyone knew that.
Oh wait, yeah, that was the tennis thing when he spoiled two.
He spoiled the game release. Incredible.
Okay, you know what? Since you brought it up, walk me. I'm pretty sure you talked about it, but you know, for our viewers who maybe haven't seen it, walk me through that experience when you see Mincy just live spoil something.
I don't know, man. We were there. It was a fun time, good time. The heat was getting to me. I felt like I was gonna throw up at one point because it's so hot. It was like 75 degrees, so not hot to other people. Very hot.
Brandon Walker,
but, dude, that was so hot to me with the sun too, and just being in the desert, whatever. I had told him like there are some things you just can't say, so let's avoid those. I would remind them, and I would, every time I record him doing something, I would watch it back and make sure. That was the one video I didn't watch back and make sure.
Oh no shit.
Of course.
And it was like distracting too, because I was like looking at the background to the tennis like charity event that we were at and trying to like watch so I wasn't all the way locked in. So like, so I was like 6% partial for the slip up, but also
I was gonna ask you, what was your level of like worriedness when it all was blowing up? Were you like, oh fuck, like I took this video, or was it just like it's on Mincy? You know what I mean? Like,
I wasn't too worried. If anything, like like arose to where there's like a level of trouble that we were gonna be in, like I was gonna be honest and like try and fall for it or whatever, so it wasn't all the Mincy. Like I was just gonna be honest and be like, I should have been doing a better job, whatever. Mincy was, I don't think he was, his kind of fluctuated. There would be times where he's worried, and then there would be times where he's just like, well, that's just me, it's what I do.
Yeah.
Failing upwards.
Failing upwards. He kept saying that over and over again. So it was just, I don't know. It was kind of my first experience with kind of seeing that happen, and it was fun.
yeah, I didn't mean anything like by you getting in trouble. I meant more like the fact that Dave might be like, "Who's the idiot that was filming that?" You know, whatever. And then all of a sudden you catch a stray or something. That's what I always get worried about for people is the strays that people catch from Dave and shit.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't even thought of that.
That's good though.
Yeah. No, I mean it's mostly expected from Mincy at this point. He's actually been on such a run of not like what is it, like 2-3 weeks that he hasn't been in trouble. Like
It's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah,
yeah, he's due. He's 100% due. He's been crushing Wake Up Mincy. Was that your first time getting familiar with Mincy too?
Yes,
Or-
it was. Yep.
Nice. And he seems like a great guy though. Everyone says he's a great dude. Yeah.
Good guy, nice guy. He loves his bands.
Yeah, we had him on. I tried to get him to give a speech about it.
Speech about
Yeah.
did he do it?
Yeah, but I never. I wanted it to be more passionate. I wanted to like clip it and put the sad music behind it, and him talk about how much he loved it. But it wasn't as passionate as I thought. You know, he's like, you just gotta go to the show, man. I was like, okay, yeah. If they ever come back, you know, widespread panic, man. I'm there.
I really liked when he did 2 interviews there with at the 2K thing. I forget who they were both with. But he told me before, like, I don't actually know much about this person. And then he would go and do the interview, and he would tell him, like, yeah, I'm such a huge fan. I was watching you back in whatever year. Like, I was at this concert that you were doing. Like, oh, such a huge fan. Can't believe I'm meeting you, talking to you right now. It's so sick. I'm like, what is going on? Just told me he doesn't know anything about these people. I'm just making stuff up.
He's gaslighting himself into events that he hasn't been to. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know. The dude's living a separate life.
I love it.
Oh, man, that is like, I'm so glad we asked you about that because I know you had never. I don't think you ever said that out loud before, and that was just hysterical. Oh my god,
I love Mincy.
What a Mincy move too. Like I don't know nothing about this guy, and then just come out and just be like biggest fan, dude. That's good stuff. All right. Well, speaking of Mints, I have one of my questions here. You did like the best name bracket. I think it was it college basketball?
Oh shoot, I did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't even know who you picked, but I put in here what's your favorite athlete name of all time, and then also who has the best name at the office or at Barstool, in your opinion.
TJ Hushmanzada just always comes to mind.
Fuck him. He wiped one of these towels on his ass. Fuck that guy.
Well,
anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Apologies. I just always like TJ Hushman. It's not even the Brickshaw Ferguson. Also, always.
Oh, it's my boy. Yes.
Always gonna show up into the mind. Ronnie Rivers. Not that anyone actually cares about Ronnie Rivers, but it actually matters for this. Like he's not a contender for this. Just name the pop of my mind. Big Cat hates him now, I think, because Jerry asked me about Ronnie Rivers which led to me being like, yo, yeah, I was telling like, yeah, he was Fresno State, really good running back, best running back they've ever had, legend there, small guy, totes the rock, whoever, maybe he could score a touchdown. Jerry bets him to score a touchdown. And he might have had 2 touches that entire game. Big Cat bet it. Everyone in the cave bet Ronnie Rivers to score a touchdown. I would not have recommended that.
Yeah, that's similar to when Titus was in line and Dave was like, "Hey, give me a pick for today," and he gave him a winner. And then the next day, he asked him for another pick. He's like, "Oh shit, I don't have a pick for you. I didn't know this was the game."
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. There's so many good athlete names.
Oh, those are some good ones though.
Yeah, but they're all football. I can't think of anything else.
Well, you're a football guy, so okay. Let's touch another football. No context college football. So did that stem from just writing, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna start just like putting this out, getting better at social, or like where did that come from? Like, did you have experience in like doing social, like social media work before, and you're just starting your own?
No, I didn't have experience doing that. I had like my own Twitter account, and I guess that was the extent of my social media experience, was my own Twitter account, and just like I was always tweeting highlights off there, college football, college basketball stuff, whatever, playing my writing out there. I guess Twitter was a bit smaller back then, and more felt like the sports Twitter kind of felt like a closer community. I guess it still does, but it wasn't as vast as it is now. Like now it's a pretty vast network. Back then it really wasn't. Like everyone kind of knew everyone. So someone had reached out to me and asked if I'd want to start that account with them. I told him no, I'm just not interested. I don't understand it. He went back to me like a week later, and I kind of just gave into it. I said, yeah, sure, I'll start this account. I just don't really understand it. And then it was doing really well early. Like I mentioned earlier, Big Cat was one of the first 1,000 followers. Scott Van Pelt was an early follower. I really didn't understand. Like I did not understand it at all. As the weeks and months went by, I was kind of just studying patterns of what posts were doing well and why. And then I just started putting more and more time into it, and it paid off. Yeah, I don't know. Like I really enjoy doing it. It takes a lot of work on like a college football Saturday and everything. And I'm always angry when I miss something. But I mean, that was kind of like self-taught to like try and be good at social media or whatever, and it worked. And I'm very happy with the growth of the account and everything. And like I don't even care about the numbers or anything. It's just more so I just genuinely enjoy like seeing other people get excited that I posted something that they just saw on TV, and they want to see it back and show other people, and they're able to because I got a clip for them. Like something as insignificant as that becomes something significant for other people, so that's sick. And then I don't know, for people that like miss something and get to see it on the page is always cool.
Yeah, it makes it feel like, hey, like I'm providing a service here to people, and like they're enjoying my. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, the bookmarks are always crazy on like the big ones, especially. It's just like, people are going back to just go share that shit nonstop, which Big Cat's probably doing that for anything that can help him win his arguments, because apparently he's just bookmark heavy lately is his thing. So
I suck at bookmark. I got to get better at it for this show.
I just started using it because I do the Henny Friday post now, and I just bookmarked the Henny Friday tweet, and I'm like, this is so much easier now. You can just go right in here and get it right away.
I bookmark stuff, and then I never go look. So I just
let's do it. I'm gonna see. Ready, Liam? Your first bookmark.
Oh, I already know what it is. I could tell you without even looking. I know mine, at least. I'm saying
my first bookmark that shows up.
Yeah. What do you have bookmarked? Let's see. I'm gonna check
The bracket pod. Nobody has watched less TV than Eddie Barstool. I still haven't watched that. That was 14 hours ago.
I heard. I mean, I guess I'll shout him out. Joe Sauce. He had a little recap of it. Yeah, that bracket was a little rough. Is what I heard. It was a bunch of people who didn't really watch any TV. So.
I haven't listened to that one yet.
That when I got both times I got thrown onto the bracket, I felt bad because I was so disinterested, kind of.
I was gonna say uninterested, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be a dick move. Don't say that." And you said disinterested. It's
but I also wanted to contribute because what happened both times was like KB just went up to me and was like, "Well, Blutman, they need you on the bracket now, so get there."
Yeah,
I would run up,
no prep.
I'd run up, no prep, excited to see the topic, and then I did like the premise. I will say that I really liked the roommate, the worst roommate one, whatever it was.
Was that the one you did with fights?
No, he was on the other one.
Right.
But the worst roommate one, I liked that. The issue was I just didn't know so many characters. I didn't know any of the Sopranos people. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I tried my best for it, and then the next one was fictional house or whatever.
Yes, that's the one you did with fights.
With fights, yes. And I'm a simple guy, as I said on there. I don't need I could have $80 billion and I would just be content and happy living in the place I am now. I just don't really need an extravagant place or anything. So that was terrible for me. And then they brought something about Batman, the Wayne Manor, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was from Batman, which really just goes to show that was a wrong place for me. I was wrong.
No, dude, it was great. Honestly, fights, he was when it was your turn to come up, he was like, "Oh, baby, here we go. Let's get ready for this one," because he just knew he was he doesn't want to answer this at all right now. It was so great.
I felt bad, but also just I can't. I'm not I'm too genuine. I can't.
Yes, that's why we love you. That's what I was gonna say.
I can't fake. So I just I don't know, man. I remember Tommy was getting hyped about one of the houses, Iron Man or whatever. Again, also never seen that. Dude, that house is gonna crumble with an earthquake. I don't know why.
That's right.
I would never want to live there. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think an outside perspective like that works. I think the bracket specifically is kind of a tough when with the show like that, there's only so many topics, right?
Yeah.
And people can only be experts on so many things. If you ask me a sitcom thing, I'm going The Office all the way, but I've never seen Cheers. I've never seen shows like that. It doesn't mean I'm disinterested in never seeing them. It just means I fall asleep to The Office every fucking night. That's what I watch. All right. I don't know. I'm a simple man like Blutman. All right. Give me a turtle cake in The Office and I'm content. Actually, I need to order a turtle cake if you know a guy.
And Blutman, what is Mayo-am blocks?
Huh?
Oh.
The fuck is that?
Oh, mostly sports opening day. They got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Someone sent them candy from overseas, Europe. I think more specifically Germany.
Okay.
I tell you, man, on opening day, I don't know what time it was. I just went into the room, saw TJ there, and I was just kind of looking through stuff. I saw the candy just there on the couch. Everything was untouched. So, well, I'm gonna open these. They look good. I saw cola flavor, so I was pretty interested. I tried it. I was flabbergasted by how good it was. And then it's in I don't know. It was just really good. And I was like, yo, Connor, you got to try this. I went to Spider and I told him, dude, you got to try this candy. It's nuts.
Well, compare it to something, because now I like.
It's like I was telling him it's like a German version of Haichu, but now
That's what I was.
thinking of
Okay,
it, now thinking of it, it's not the same like
like a Mamba.
Like, so you're
Yeah,
saying
I think
if Hitler
that's
tried haichu, or if Hitler made a haichu,
I think I'm Mamba, but I haven't really had those. I'd be really disappointed to try a Mamba and find out it's the same exact thing.
The boxes just look very similar to what a Mamba is like, and Mamba and Haichu are kind of similar too.
It was just genuinely very, very good and had really good like flavor and kind of exploded off the first bite. And that's just it was just another realization I had that the candy over there just kind of better. The chocolate over there, Milka chocolate, is by far the best chocolate. It is
wait, which one?
Milka. It's purple, it's got a cow on it. They did their candy.
It's another Hitler approved.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do this. It's German and it's Swiss. It's a Swiss German brand. They did their chocolate.
Yeah, I wonder how Swiss got into it. I'm sorry, Blutman. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What you guys want me to do? Come on. They did Eddie did his chocolate bar draft and he didn't have Milka, and I was very disappointed. The next day, I ordered 2 Oreo Milka bars into the office. Started breaking off pieces, having people try them. Some people didn't really like the Oreo flavor there, but they were all saying, "This is very good. The chocolate's just way better." You might have saw in the Yak when Brandon had called me over. He had like walked over and I saw him. I gave him a piece of chocolate. He needed another piece. It's just really good stuff. The candy over there is just better to me. I don't know.
I think it is though in general, because you see that, like, I think it's a British girl that was on TikTok back in like I think it was the pandemic days. She would like try American candies, and like she tried like Kit Kats and all these ones. And she kept saying like the chocolate tasted like throw up, and I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? Then I looked it up, and apparently people in like Europe and stuff, when they taste American chocolate, it has some sort of like throw up taste to them, I guess, or something, which is insane because like it tastes great to us, but then you taste chocolate, like you said, from another country, you're like, this shit's way better, dude.
It's so much better. I'll still have Kit Kats and Reese's and stuff, but it's not even close to being on the same level. Just European chocolate, Milka chocolate ruined American chocolate for me.
Oh.
And those Moab things, just Spider and I, the biggest fans of them. We both said we just need that company. It's also honestly, it's just Haribo. It's just Haribo in Germany. Yeah,
the gummy bears.
Yes, there's a bunch of them.
Oh,
I wonder if Haribo makes Mambas. It's probably the same exact shit.
It's Hitler approved gummy bears. I get it now. Okay, I get it. I get it.
I don't want to find out that this is the same exact thing.
What do you mean?
I want to find out Moab. I was saying
MAOAM, right?
Moam, mom.
Oh, they kind of look like Mike and Ike's and Jelly Beans if they like had a baby.
Oh,
this is great podcasting.
Thankfully, Mamba is not Haribo.
Yeah,
completely different thing.
Perfect. Shit, there was a question in there too. I forgot it because we got on a Hitler thing. You got
on that.
Shit. Okay, all right. I'm gonna turn into this. So mostly sports. 10 a.m. You walk in almost every day, or not 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. Central, right? Because it's 11 a.m. Yeah. So you get the green light at 10 and you get to go in. That's how it works?
I mean, there's no like signal or anything. It's just kind of 10 a.m. or later I can go in. So I guess that there is like a green light. I think it just goes off in my head though, and no one else's.
Yeah, there was the Brandon the other day called you out for it. It's like you're allowed to come in at 10 and you walked in the door exactly at 10. Were you just waiting outside?
Oh yeah, I was there for like 3 minutes talking to Cody Ferdinand for a few minutes.
Shout out, Captain.
Shout out Cap.
Yeah, Mr. Captain. And once I saw it was 10, I went in because they were talking about stuff I really want to talk about.
Well, you missed it before, Jonathan. He was talking about the Blutman barge and how that all came about. Because, like I said, I tried to talk a little bit while you weren't there, since we didn't sit in silence.
Just in case I wasn't gonna be able to make the interview.
Well, no, it was literally just so we weren't sitting in silence. I was trying to ask like very interesting questions, and then it's just kind of evolved into some talk.
No, that would have been really cool if like you recorded and it was just like you guys just sitting here the whole time. That would have been great. I mean, I think our viewers would have loved it. I mean, just looking at Blutman, this guy's the fucking man. Look at all right. Can we get into that? The look is unique.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
That's
the Blutman answer too. That's exactly the answer you would want.
I don't know. Like I've just
what else is he gonna say?
I just always liked having long hair, and then the beard stuff came about because
puberty. Get it? Yeah.
Yep, of course. The Golden Knights were playing really well, and I was like, well, I don't want to shave. I want to see how long we could go without shaving before they lose again. And they just weren't losing. And then I forget the exact like circumstance or whatever.
Was this the year they won it?
No, it wasn't. It was a few years ago.
Was it the year they lost in the cup? Because that's the year I thought they were going to win it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't our first year. I want to say this was the garbage year where they had the North Division. So they had all Canadian teams in one division, and we inexplicably lost to Montreal in the semi-final. Can't even call it a conference final. Don't know how we did that. We botched it, whatever. That was a Colorado Tampa Bay Cup year, and it. Oh, sorry, jeez, dude. It was Montreal Tampa Bay. I'm tired. Sorry, Montreal Tampa Bay Cup year. Should have been us, whatever. Nonetheless, the beard came about because we were winning games, and then I was going to see like how long can we go without shaving until they lose, and then it would happen like that, pretty much. And then I think I got very sad after we got eliminated and just didn't care to shave, and then it just kept going.
Yeah, now it would just be a Nicky Smokes thing if you shaved, so I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think I could shave. Yeah,
there's got to be some kind of wager or something for you to shave.
Yeah, someone could offer me like $1 million or something.
Yeah, that's what it would take. It couldn't be like a
no. That was just a random number that came in my head.
Yeah. What about like a tan mostly sports hat?
$1 million, just a random number.
I don't need a tan mostly sports. I got the red one. Maybe a tan Mr. Peach, a Mr. Pear hat. I did that twice in the last 24 hours. Said Mr. Peach.
Mr. Peach.
Twice.
I want the game worn red mostly sports. I think I commented that on your Twitter too.
Oh, I don't know. I think I was gonna give it to my dad.
Were you?
Well, he doesn't need to. We talked about it. He already bought 3 of them, I think.
Were you in the office when Miss Peaches was there?
Yeah.
And you've met Mr. Pear?
I've met Mr. Pear. I didn't really meet Miss Peaches. I didn't want to.
Okay.
I didn't want to bother her.
Yeah, but she's important. She's got more Instagram followers than I could ever have.
And I had caddying to do for Mr. Compton and Mr. Bosco.
Oh yeah, true. That's right. You were getting upset there. How does that work? Getting upset at Rico and Will Compton and mini golf.
Well, I was like trying to take it seriously and stuff, and then Rico and I had genuinely thought he did so well in the practice round. He shot -6, and we thought that was legit really good. It was the best practice round by far. That score ends up being awful. That like the course was like really cool and fun, whatever. It wasn't at all mini golf, and it was just straight up putting. And Nick made fun of it on the broadcast. Like, watch how Ryan Whitney's gonna sink this hole in one as he avoids the purple triangle that's partially in the way. Like, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Also, purple or gray? Real quick on that one.
Purple or gray?
Purple is shit ever.
No, that was the debate on the broadcast. It was him and Jake. Jake thought it was gray. It was purple, right?
Yeah, those were very purple.
Okay, all right, perfect. So Jake's colorblind. We've established that. All right, sorry.
Yes. Nonetheless, seeing Rico struggle in the first few holes of the first round, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like,
it's a bad move as a caddy.
I know. I couldn't stop laughing, and then he
excellent move as a content creator,
and like get mad at himself. And I kept telling him, Rico, you gotta lock in. You cannot be like, you're visibly like shook. You're in the marquee group with a lot of big names, but you've got to be playing better. We had such a good practice round. We knew everything that had to be done on this course. What's happening? And then I'm also like telling Will, I don't know if you guys know how I was caddying for Will. It was very different than Rico. I kept telling Will, dude, you're playing terrible, and we're still in this thing. We're still up there, kind of in the mix to make a run at the top 3, top 4, top 5, top 6, whatever. Once you start playing good, we might really, really figure something out. So stop playing like garbage. And we're gonna and he was like, he would go to me and be like, I'm playing pretty good right now, right? Nope.
The best is that, like,
the first time I got like interact with Will a bunch, so that was really fun.
He's the man. But I love that you took that seriously too, as someone who seems to like really not take anything too seriously and get bothered by stuff. Like, to be like, well, I was kind of trying to take the mini golf seriously, and you're with Will and Rico, like two completely different like personalities too. So it's like,
that's Mr. Roll with the punches and Mr. You better not
fight back on everything.
Yeah.
It was very fun balancing the two dynamics. And then, just like I said, Jerry and I were taking it. I guess I took it a lot more seriously than Jerry, because Jerry's caddying just ended up being like, yo, Dan, this is a must make. I was with Jerry the day of Jerry After Dark, helping him try and figure out what we need to do, the like hole in one, etc. I was like taking practice swings, trying to figure stuff out.
Of course you were the trick shot king. That makes sense.
Yeah, we were running into disasters. I didn't think you would ever get one on the 8th hole. The 3rd one I figured out was doable, the way that he ended up doing after however many minutes. But
it was just like hard as fuck off the block, right? Like,
yeah, like again, we thought we made that course out to be so difficult, and it just wasn't at all.
Yeah.
And I just had really fun going around the course, taking like fake notes, acting like I was finding really cool angles, and telling like I did a walk around with Marty before the first round, because he didn't get practice round. It's like, yo, look, Marty, you hit off this angle, it's gonna hit off there, it's gonna hit there, and you got a hole in one chance. Like, super serious stuff. You better like take notes and listen, and maybe get me a cut of the money if you win something.
Wait, wasn't he in the money?
I was saying, he actually did.
He did. I got $0 though. I wasn't gonna do
Marty.
I didn't deserve any money. I didn't deserve any money. I was gonna caddy for him, but I couldn't caddy for a third person after I was with Rico, and then Will fought to get me the caddy with Rico, and then they came to an agreement that I could caddy for both of them. If one of them won, I was getting some good money.
But just turns out 600 isn't good enough, and Will competed. He was in
Will competed. Will end up doing well at the end. I wasn't. I unfortunately wasn't there for. I think I jinxed them too. Honestly, when on that 4th round when he was playing well, I wasn't near him because I was doing like the intros and stuff. And then when I went back to watch him with him and see everything, he was doing so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs that. He needs some coaching. It's shown. He's an undrafted guy. He's always needed a little coaching. Yeah. So, you were in his corner. In his hole, helping him out.
The
I kinda
intros
wanna-
were great, by the way. I just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
throw that out there because especially Chase, when you said that the units went down since yesterday or whatever, he was killing me at that time too. So to hear that, I just laughed so hard. I was like, God, thank you, someone just giving him a shot for losing so many in a row.
Yeah, the intros were super fun, and
wasn't there one? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you got it.
Wasn't there one that you just didn't write anything for? And you just said, I didn't write.
Smitty, right?
Yeah, Smitty.
Yeah.
So what happened was super nice guy. Like I haven't got to talk to him much, but the few minutes that we kind of spoken to each other, very nice. So I was told the night before, Hank went up to me and just said, Blutman, do you own a tie? No, I don't own a tie.
Fuck, who'd have guessed that?
And he just said, we're going to have you do T-Box introductions tomorrow. Dress nice. I said, yeah, I've got you covered. I'll dress nice as I can. I did. And I got there at like 7 a.m., whatever, thinking I had to be there for the first group.
Right.
I find out we've changed it. I'm not doing it for the first 2 rounds. We're doing it for night, like 6:30ish or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I'm there just the look of me with the caddy bib with the collared shirt underneath was just very dorky and goofy or whatever. I just went along with that, but I was with Hank probably 15 minutes before we got to do the T-Box intros, and we were just kind of writing stuff together. And yeah, he asked me what we should do for Che. I said we have to do his units, and it worked perfectly and imperfectly for those who tailed him. That his units went down. I'm sorry, Frankie.
No, he missed tonight too. He hurt my pockets tonight.
Oh no! Dang it. The data's failing.
Clemmer didn't hit tonight either. I was like, Jesus, I actually didn't ride tonight. I didn't get it in time, so thank God for that.
Yeah, I saw you at 7.5, and it was like a 3-run game. But so the Smitty thing came about because Hank sent me the notes, and there just wasn't a Smitty thing, and I didn't realize it until I was frantically scrolling my notes looking for Smitty, and he wasn't there. So then I knew the second night I had to do the same thing and just go
you're like Dave Portnoy searching the blogs.
Dude, I feel bad for Smitty too, because it's like, Blutman, I sent Hank an intro. Where is it? We'll never know.
Dude, you played that so well for being frantic, looking for something. It just seemed like you wrote that, as if you wrote don't have an intro for him. It seemed like that was planned, so that was really good.
No, yeah, this person I don't have an intro for, Smitty.
I felt like Kirk got mad at me, or I couldn't. Kirk's a hard guy for me to read.
Yeah, anybody, I think.
Got mad at me for the second intro that I dragged out, trying to use a bunch of words, but
whatever, you nailed it, I think.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
Speaking of nailing stuff, trick shot hour. We got to talk about that. So you just one day walk on the court and you're like, all right, watch this. And now it's just become a thing. the way that it gets explained is like, it's like, you know, I forget the exact time, but maybe it's like after the act or something. It's like, all right, Blutman comes out and he just does trick shots, and then people come out and just watch him.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been good at basketball. I've always been good at passing and pretty much that. And then shooting wise, I'm not good at layups. I'm not good at free throws, not good at anything mid range, not really good at shooting threes. I'm good at just deep threes and half court shots. I don't know why, just always been like that. I guess those are the shots I care more about. I'm really not sure. For reference here, I'm not sure how many people know this. Quiggs and I, after the free throw challenge, like a few days later, a week, whatever, Quiggs and I are there taking free throws for an hour and a half. We needed to make 6 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't hit. We were trying to hit 3 each. I just kept bricking free throw after free throw after free throw. Big Cat was trying to Big Cat literally saw me and was just disgusted at what he saw from me shooting free throws. He tried to help me get a new form or whatever. Wasn't flying, whatever. So yeah, none of that stuff flies for me. I'm just a trick shot guy through and through. And I guess I would. There was a day that clip of me where I'm just putting up a bunch of trick shots and there's people in the background yelling what or whatever.
Yeah.
We were playing horse and then someone, I forget who, quickly said, let's just play blood. Let's just do trick shots. So then that kind of stemmed the trick shot hour in the following days, I think, where I was kind of trying to start these blood games and nobody ever.
So it's horse, but it's trick shots and it's your name.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome. I want to play some blood.
Yeah.
It's a tough game, man. It's a tough game. There's not as many shots. There's not as many shots out there in the arsenal as you would think. Very limited.
Well, I'm so glad that I finally figured out what this game is called, because my daughter tries to play it against me in the pool every single weekend. She says, "Can we play out or can we play horse?" And then she literally just does dribbles and all these different trick shots. So now I'm just going to tell her it's actually called blood, and then we're just going to keep that from now on.
Wait, how
She'll
old's your
never
daughter
know
again,
why
Frankie?
either. That'll
Frankie,
be the
how old's
best
your
part.
daughter?
She's 8.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So it's perfect. So yeah, it's Blutman, you've created a perfect game for 8-year-olds.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Of all ages. This is
Yeah.
an amazing game.
Again, Big Cat is big. I guess Big Cat's enthralled by it. He'll just
He's
kinda
enthralled by you.
Yeah, he just sees me pull up from half court. I'm not doing no look. I am doing no look. All my eyes.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't lie to us right now.
My eyes closed sometimes. Yeah, it's just funny I think it's a very funny visual because KB and all these other people call me out for it all the time. I miss badly most of the time, and I don't know why. I'll get the perfect swish over and over again. And my next, I could have 4 swishes from half court in a row, and my 5th shot, 6th shot, 7th shot, 8th shot are not even going to come close to the right side of the backboard.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, basketball's a game of runs, Blutman. I know you don't.
That's true.
So you go on a run and then it slows down. You can see KB's learning blood when he hit that half court shot walking away on the yak the other day.
I thought he knocked me and Titus out. I was very angry.
Oh, really?
I was very angry. I was so defeated.
Yeah, right after. No, that's why I threw it up, because he already lost. You thought that was the game winner? That would have been awesome.
That was crazy.
You were just steaming in the corner, fuck, he got us.
I don't remember. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but I see him put the shot up, and I'm kind of walking. It goes in, and everyone's celebrating, and I think I was very stoic and kind of just looking at the ground and walking towards half court. There's just no way that happened.
You're about to do the Stephon Diggs meme and go out there and
Yep,
stand.
yep.
That's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
awesome. Shit, that's great. Frankie.
Yeah, I only have one more thing that I had written down here, and I was going to mention it before, but then we got off on a bunch of other stuff. So I mentioned earlier your dad wrote for Boy Meets World. Also mentioned that you didn't watch it.
Yep.
I did, and I watched every episode, and it was because my second crush ever was on that show. So I need to know, first off,
Topanga?
shout out your dad, follows me on Twitter. Awesome dude. Second off, have you ever met Topanga?
Yeah.
Okay. Third, does the camera do her justice?
I can't answer that. We're still.
All right, look. I'll put it this way. I'll answer for you. Lil Dicky had a verse in a song once that said 14-year-old me jerking off to Topanga Lawrence. Like the 14-year-old Topanga. That's the verse from Lil Dicky.
I don't know what to say, fellas.
Hey, I had to ask because honestly,
I know. Just
it was Kelly Kapowski and Topanga. It was like those were the two that made me a man. So, you know,
That made you a man. Oh, that's awesome. I only got one more question, Blutman. Come here. What do you think of this?
that's a good boy.
good dog. What the dog doing?
All right. Okay. All right.
Wait,
That was that. That
I was
was
gonna
my
say, what
last
was on his head? It was your cord.
Yeah, it was
You had
my
your cord like over his eyes. And I don't know what the hell that was.
I didn't do him justice.
There's that boy, Mayor. Look, he
Good
wants to
dog,
talk in the
good
mic.
dog.
Let him talk in the mic.
He's got nothing to say.
Lepra bark.
Okay. Sit. I got you. I got you. Speak. Speak. Oh, he's camera shy. Speak. There he
There
goes.
you go.
Yeah,
Good
all right.
bark. Healthy bark.
Healthy bark. Healthy bark. Healthy bark.
Healthy to
Yeah.
bark.
Yeah, that was my last question. So I'll end it the way I always do. Thank you. Like, yeah, it's awesome to have you on. You truly are just a unique dude, and I fucking love. You know, when we do see it as Stoolies, when we see you come on the yak and or mostly sports, when you come in and you're like, Brandon, I'm trying to help you out. Like the way you get your back and forth is completely different and unique to everyone else, and it's awesome. It's awesome to have you on and converse with you here on Barstool Breakdown. So I appreciate you staying up late with us, and you're the man, Blutman. Thanks.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't have too many run-on sentences and rambling thoughts tonight.
We have plenty.
And yeah, I just hope I was better than Connor Griffin.
We'll see. We'll see
Yeah,
how the
we'll
numbers do.
We'll see how it goes. And speaking of that, we only have two more family members to get on. We've had Brandon, we've had TJ, we've had Connor, we've had you, we've had Tate. We need Mark and we need Ebo. So you got to help us.
Yeah,
Somehow.
I mean, he's a tough ticket.
Who?
Evo.
Is it?
Really? So then get us Titus.
That is an easy one to access. I don't know what's going on there. Titus,
Yeah.
what? It was,
He doesn't answer my DMs. I don't know.
I don't
Who,
know,
Evo?
man. Evo's tough, man.
He's
Entice him with the list of things that make him smile.
Oh, you're
Tell him
right.
to buy him like strawberries. Or something.
Yeah, I'm a big baseball guy. I gotta do some baseball talk. Hopefully that'll get in with him now.
Oh yeah. If you get some crunch some nerd numbers with Evo for 3
Oh, you know what?
hours.
And I think me and
No.
RDT were boys on Twitter and stuff, so I can probably get in that way
RDT's the
too.
man. RDT's always he likes our shit sometimes too. RDT's cool. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll work the RDT angle and then move on.
Yeah,
to
but
Evo.
Tell Titus then. Be like, hey, they want you on. See what he says. You know?
I only talked to Titus about 2 things.
Okay.
And it's really college basketball. And it's me telling them I'm gonna beat them in one-on-one basketball. And, I got him once.
What?
that I don't even did any of this footage drop of me scoring on Titus?
Yes, I believe so.
Cody?
And then he was like, "That's 17-2 or something."
Yeah, that was really fun. Was him and Cody were playing 1-on-1, and I think Cody lost like 46-0 or something. And then finally scored or gave up. And I told Titus I'll beat that, and I didn't get close to being that. And then the next day I just fluked into hitting a Golke-esque 3 right in his face. And I only lost like 11-2 or something. I was very excited about that. Well, I didn't lose. I won 2-11. I literally won 2-11. Because like we were setting the number. If he got to like 48-0 or whatever, then yeah, he'd have won. But no, I beat him 2-11.
Okay,
That's the best winning score ever. I won 2-11.
Yeah, final score 2.
I don't know if that's ever been said. That's just a great sentence.
So Titus is afraid of me on the basketball court. His way.
Well, let him know then. Be like, yo, I beat you on the court, so see if you can beat me on the pod. You guys can go numbers for numbers.
We'll see.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for staying up with us.
Of course. Thank you again for having me.
We appreciate you guys as always for sticking along with the breakdown. We hope you enjoyed this interview with Blutman. You know, one of the most unique, maybe the most unique outside of Mincy. You know, Mincy is Mincy. But yeah, I learned a ton of stuff about Blutman, and we hope you guys did too. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Go ahead and shoot us a comment. Tell us who you want on. Tell us, you know, what you thought about the interview. Did we miss a question? Let us know. We'll be better about the next one. And yeah, like and subscribe. We love you guys. It's always good to be on the breakdown, and I'll just go ahead and do both parts. So absolutely and Viva.
It's the Barstool breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown. Let's listen to those guys. Breakdown. What's happening at Barstool this week? Breakdown. It's ball time. It's ball